Greetings. This is Professor Quarter. I'm going to speak to you a little bit about the syllabus. There's never been a person posting on Rate Your Professor something like, "The syllabus was awesome. I'd take that class again just to listen to him talk through it." Or, "Wow, I was blown away by the syllabus." Nope. This is a syllabus. Dull, but important. Because the syllabus is a kind of living document between you and me. Although there are legal components to it, as we saw in spring 2020, these are much more like guidelines for our class. And I reserve the right to some level of flexibility since none of us can see the future, as has become abundantly clear since the start of the pandemic. Nonetheless, the goal here is to adhere to this document to the letter if we can do that. So here we go. This is what your homepage should look like for this class, World Regional Geography 100. If you want to see the syllabus, what you would do is you would click over here on the left-hand side on Syllabus. And there it is. You can click on this place right here, and it'll pull up as a document, or here as a PDF, or we can roll through it and look at it here. I've got it all laid out there for you. I'll go through that momentarily. Just give me a moment here. Also, if you click on Modules, this is where you're actually going to begin the class. If you scroll down, some of the stuff is mine, so you actually won't see all of that, but you'll see this. Everything is highlighted in green, you'll be able to see. Welcome to World Regional Geography 100. If you click on that, there's a little welcome video and a little bit more information. If you click on some of these things, like for example, Chapter 1, it will lead you to the first chapter of the textbook. There you go, right there, Introduction to the Textbook. Okay, and let me go back here. If we go back to Modules, and keep rolling through this, you will see that there's a syllabus. You can click on it there. Instructor contact. This would be how you contact me. Whoop, there I am, standing in front of the Taj Mahal. There's some information right here to be able to contact me, a little bit of a biography about me, as if I'm a super exciting person to find out about. But who knows? And come down here a little further, we get to Module 1. This is where we're going to start at Module 1. It's where you're going to begin to do your work. You can see Module 1 Introduction. Again, if you click on this, you can see that there's some information here. When you go through that, you watch these two videos, click on Next. Okay, and it'll bring you to the next one, and so on. And then you just roll through this. Don't worry about this -3, -2, -4, all of that stuff. It's not really relevant. It's just something, a little glitch in the system that shows up. So let's start going through the syllabus, and I'll highlight the main points. So this is World Regional Geography 100 online. Of course, we are in fall 2020. You can see here's my name, Professor William Quarter. Disclaimer, very important. The instructor, which is me, reserves the right to modify this syllabus course overview if needed. Owing to the current situation with the pandemic, please understand that circumstances can evolve quickly and may require adjustment and flexibility. Here's some more of my contact information. There's my email address. This, for some reason, it highlights it. It doesn't actually click through to an email address, but you'll find my email address in multiple places as you go through this. World Regional Geography 100, the course name, description, and format. This is the catalog description right here. The textbook is free, so when you click on the link, which you'll find this link over and over and over throughout this shell here, you'll be led straight to the free textbook. Lucky you, lucky me, lucky everybody. We're all winners in this. The course transfers all over the place. We can use it in the Rancho Santiago Community College District for Plan A general education requirements for social sciences and behavioral sciences, which is B2, or the cultural breadth international perspective D2 category. And it fulfills the CSU Plan B transfer requirement for social sciences D and AAT, ADT requirements, and fulfills the IGETC Plan C transfer requirement for Area 4 Social and Behavioral Sciences. CSU is for the Cal State system, and IGETC is for the UC system. This is a DSPS statement. The information for DSPS is in there. Student learning outcomes are all here. Course objectives are there. Then you can see the course goals and the course topics. This is important. Notice the highlighted area here. We're going to start with Middle America, the Caribbean, and South America. And then after that, you're going to have an exam after that. That's the first section of the class. The second section of the class is East Asia, focused on China, South Asia, focused on India, then the Middle East and North Africa. Then you have an exam on that. And then we finish the semester in Europe and with Russia. Reading, you're expected to read. Once again, there are links to the chapters in the first section of the class. You're going to read chapter 1 and chapter 5 of the textbook. In the second section, you're going to read chapters 9, 8, 7 in that order. And then the last section of the class, you're going to read chapters 2 and 3. Once again, you can link through to every one of these things. Attendance, although this class is entirely online with no face-to-face meetings, your regular participation is required, and will be recorded, including through required discussion board topics that prompt you each week, with the exception of 3 weeks, to discuss certain things. So this is how I'm going to take roll, more or less, or basically. Course grading, 3 100-point multiple choice exams given at the conclusion of each section. The first exam is in the 6th module of this course, and then you'll see we progress through. Each exam consists of 50 multiple choice questions worth 2 points each. The questions are derived from the class lectures, objectives, concepts, terms associated with each module. Then there's 7 reading quizzes worth 20 points each, consisting of 10 multiple choice questions worth 2 points each. These are derived directly from the textbook, as you'll see as you go through. 13 discussion board participation exercises. These are worth 10 points each. Make sure that you are aware that you are talking to other human beings when you're doing this and you're presenting your ideas to other human beings. Let's be respectful. Let's be cool. We don't need to beat each other up. Our country has plenty of that stuff going on. We can all be respectful if we choose to be respectful, even if you don't agree with somebody else's opinion. So what? There's almost 8 billion people on Earth. I can promise you, you do not agree with all of them, and they do not agree with you. So let's just be respectful of people. You might learn something that way. Who knows? A syllabus quiz. So there's a quiz on the syllabus. It's worth 5 points. This is in the first module. Other graded assignments, for example, there's a video on guns, germs, and steel, and some other things that you're going to do. May have varying point accumulations. Notice this: the scale is a straight scale. A is 89.1 to 100, B 79.1 to 89, C 69.1 to 79, D 59.1 to 69, and F is below 59.1%. No exams will be dropped. No chapter reading quizzes will be dropped. No discussion board assignments will be dropped. No other graded assignments will be dropped. A 0 will be assigned for all exams, quizzes, discussion boards, etc. that are not taken. This is goes through what's going to happen in the class, everything that we're going to talk about, and how things are going to happen over the 16 weeks of this semester. If you look along here, it's quite a lot, isn't it? There's a Canvas site tour here. Technical support, which the school provides to you, as does Canvas. You can call Canvas at any time, 24/7, and they can help you with things. Assignments in Canvas, important dates. Notice Labor Day is Monday, the 7th of September, and then so on through. And then the final exam is Thursday, December 10th. There's some miscellaneous things in here about how to act and how not to act. There you go. Okay, I hope you see all of that. Got a hold of that. And again, you're going to click through and start the class and start creating a grade once you get to Module 1. And again, at the end of each one of these pages, you just click Next, and off you go to the next one. And you roll through. You can see right here, this is the syllabus quiz that you have to take the first week. This is discussion board the first week. If we roll through in the second week, you can see that there's another discussion board here. There's terminologies and definitions, a chapter 1 reading quiz. You know, if we click on these things here, let me click, see if it pulls up for me. Very nice. You can see that there's, click on that where it says chapter 1 introduction. It'll bring you straight to the introductory chapter. Okay, good. Go back to the home page. As you can see, every detail of every grade assignment is not laid out here. I believe in some level of flexibility in World Regional Geography class because we have no idea what may be out in front of us from a geographical or an environmental standpoint. For example, a major country could suddenly go through some massive upheaval. I would feel obligated, of course, to jump to that as quickly as possible and create an assignment for you, create something for you to read, to understand, because the subject is living and evolving. So sometimes we need to be nimble. But we're going to try and plow through this as I have it laid out. There's one module per traditional week of the semester, as you will see, and as I just pointed out. While progressing through the modules for the class, you will sometimes notice brief videos or various other information formats designed to enhance your understanding of the material and give you both breadth and depth of knowledge of the topics of the course. Mostly, these are labeled as either individualized learning or snippets. I would like to impart to you the concept that information, even in great quantities, is not knowledge, and knowledge without action is hollow. So these brief additions to the core subject matter, these extra perspectives you'll encounter, are not to eat up your time without purpose. They are to enrich your experience in this class and hopefully, even in a small way, enrich your life. At the same time, please know that I'm acutely aware that you're probably taking this class to help propel you toward your own personal life goals, and I support that completely. If this class is nothing more than a round peg in a round hole, my goal is to make it a memorable round peg. There's a brief 5-point quiz, as I said, about the syllabus. These are mandatory points. They're not extra credit. As demonstrating knowledge of the requirements of the class you're taking is significant, since it can help alleviate issues later on. Many online instructors like to give an unlimited number of chances on these types of quizzes. I'm going to give you 2 shots at it. The reason is because, first, anyone can make a mistake, and second, if you are given unlimited attempts, you may not pay much attention to the actual document and rather just keep taking the quiz until you get them all correct. That would not demonstrate knowledge of the document, in my opinion. The actual work in this class, just to reiterate this, begins in Module 1. Please take this opportunity to look through Module 1, and if you're inclined, please begin working through Module 1. The material for Module 1 is due the first week, and it will not be allowed to be done the second week. And the stuff for the second week is for the second week, and so on. You can click from one part of the module to the next by clicking the next button that's at the bottom of each page, as I showed you. On the Friday or Saturday, depending on what's going on, before the next module begins, I will open the materials for that module and you can begin to complete it, and so on throughout the semester. Okay, time to get to work. See you in class.